There's a costly mistake that could be draining your wealth. If you're looking for true passive income, there's a critical mistake you might be making right now, and it could be costing you thousands every single year. Most investors are drawn to real estate because they've been told it's the best way to create financial freedom. The idea of collecting monthly rent checks and building equity sounds great, right? But here's the reality. Most real estate investors end up buying themselves a second job instead of creating true passive income. Today, I'm going to show you how to avoid this mistake and how smart strategy, seller financing, can give you the high returns of real estate without the headaches of being a landlord. Let's dive in. Why rental properties aren't as passive as you think. Most passive investors make the mistake of equating rental properties with passive income. It's a logical assumption. You buy a property, a tenant moves in, and you collect rent every month. But what no one tells you is that rental properties come with a hidden workload and expenses that can eat into your profits. One of the biggest issues is property management. Unless you want to be a hands-on landlord, you'll likely hire a property manager. The problem? Property management fees typically take 8 to 12% of your monthly rent, and even then, they don't guarantee a stress-free experience. You're still dealing with tenant issues, emergency repairs, legal problems like evictions, and unexpected property expenses. And if your property manager isn't doing a great job, you're right back to managing the property yourself. Then there's tenant turnover, one of the biggest hidden costs of owning rentals. Every time a tenant moves out, you lose rental income while you scramble to find a new tenant. But that's not all. You also have to clean, repaint, and repair the unit, which often costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars. On top of that, you might need to hire a leasing agent or pay for advertising to attract new tenants. The average cost of tenant turnover for a single family rental is between $2,500 and $5,000. And if your property sits vacant for too long, your investment quickly becomes a liability instead of an asset. Vacancies are another cash flow killer. Even if you have great tenants, eventually they will move out. And every time that happens, you're facing a period where you're still paying the mortgage, taxes, and insurance, but you're not collecting rent. If your property sits vacant for just 2 months out of the year, that's 16% of your annual income gone before you even account for repairs, maintenance, or property taxes. And let's not forget about maintenance. Every rental property will eventually need repairs, and some of them can be major. A new roof could cost you $10,000, HVAC replacement another $7,000, appliances, plumbing, electrical work, it all adds up. These unexpected expenses hit your cash flow hard, and they never come at a convenient time. Finally, there's your time. If your rental property is making you $500 per month in net cash flow, that's $6,000 per year. Not bad, right? But how much time are you spending managing the property, dealing with tenants, reviewing leases, handling maintenance calls, or coordinating with property managers? If you're spending just 5 to 10 hours per month dealing with property-related issues, suddenly your passive income isn't so passive anymore. The better alternative, seller financing. Now that we've broken down the hidden costs and challenges of rental properties, let's talk about a smarter way to generate passive income. Seller financing. Instead of buying and managing rental properties, seller financing allows you to become the bank. That means you collect monthly payments just like a landlord, but without the headaches of managing property. Here's how it works. Instead of renting out a property, you finance the sale of a property to a buyer. The buyer makes monthly payments directly to you, just like a mortgage. But unlike a landlord, you're not responsible for property maintenance, repairs, or vacancies. That's the buyer's problem. Your role? Simply collect the payments and enjoy the cash flow. The benefits are clear. With seller financing, you get consistent, predictable income without ever dealing with tenants, property managers, or maintenance calls. There are no evictions, no late night repair requests, and no vacancies eating into your cash flow. It's the ultimate hands-free investment. And the best part, seller finance deals often generate higher returns than traditional rentals. While rental properties might provide 6 to 10% returns after expenses, seller finance deal investments can deliver 8 to 12 to even 14% annual returns without the extra work. Think about it. Would you rather own a rental property that consistently needs attention, repairs, and new tenants? Or would you rather collect steady passive income while someone else takes on all the headaches? Take the next step towards true passive income. Most investors make the mistake of thinking rental properties equals passive income, but passive income shouldn't require constant management, repairs, or stress. Seller financing is the smart way to build reliable, hands-free wealth. If you're ready to start generating true passive income, visit capablecapital.net to learn more about how you can start earning high returns without becoming a landlord.